Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the final installment of Falcon and Winter Soldier. So this has been quite a journey, I do have to say. I did very much enjoy this final episode. I think it was one of the best ones of the whole series. So yeah, let's just jump straight on into talking about what's happened in my thoughts. Okay, so as we all expected, Sam does take on the role of Captain America because in the previous episode he does train with the shield for quite a while. He does come in a new like Falcon / Captain America kind of suit, like mashup kind of thing, which I think that was quite cool. So he's like keeping both who he is and he's becoming Captain America, which I think that's like the best possibility we could have received. Sharon Carter does end up popping up throughout the episode. We see her, when do we first see her? We'll see her again once Bucky and Sam are in that area trying to save all the people, and she just pops up again, goes to help, and then we'll see her again when she kills Carly. Well, shoots Carly in that little scene. And of course, again, as we all expected, John Walker does come back to get his revenge, but what we didn't suspect is that he does actually end up helping people, which was quite an interesting turn. It was quite a nice turn. So he ended up going to help people instead of continuing to try and fight the flag smashers instead of so he just ended up helping out the people instead of trying to fight the flag smashers. And we do see the flag smashers trying to kill the senators, or is it senator? I'm not really sure what that whole circle thing is. I'm not really aware of much of the US government, but I know one of them is a senator, so I'm assuming it's a whole senator thing. But yeah, basically with the flag smashers, they take over that meeting that they were having and then they try and kill them, which you know isn't a very good thing to happen. But then we also do see a team up of John Walker, Bucky and Sam, which was again another interesting turn, which I did quite enjoy. It did end up working out quite well for them. They did all end up helping to try and get that van, I don't really know, that car that had the people inside it, and then they were like Sam pushed it up with his wings, and then prior to that John Walker tried to pull it back up, but he had the flag smashers trying to kill him, so you know he kind of couldn't do that. So towards the end we do end up seeing Zemo again, and it has a connection with John Walker and that lady from the comics, I've forgotten her name, but John Walker comes out in a new suit. It's black, it's not typical. It seems there's a plan forming. Yeah, it seems like he could be a future antagonist in the films, maybe on the future of the MCU, but yeah, his time isn't over yet and it's quite obvious. So as we see, Bucky does go to that old man, which we haven't seen in quite a while. He does go to that old man and tell him that he did in fact kill his son, which, you know, it must have been very hard to tell him that, as he did know that old gentleman for a while, but it was the right thing to do. And he did end up walking past the restaurant as well with that girl in that he went on a date with, but no, nothing happened, which I'm quite sad about. I feel like Bucky does deserve some like nice happy times, you know what I mean? And then also do see Sam gonna visit Isaiah. I think that's how you pronounce his name, I'm still not sure. I do apologise if I'm getting it wrong. But he does go see Isaiah and his son, a grandson, sorry, and he does take them to the Captain America Memorial Museum kind of thing. And when they walk in, there is in fact a statue for Isaiah, which, you know, that did a little thing to us. It was a very nice moment. Isaiah finally getting the recognition he deserves. Sam says that he's not going to be forgotten because he now has a statue. You know, it was a wholesome moment really. And then in the final scene we do get to see Bucky and Sam both very happy and carefree. It's Sam's home while the boys seem like they're having some form of party for them getting the boat back up or something. I'm not really sure, there wasn't much context to that, but it does seem like they're having a lot of fun and they're very carefree, which, you know, it was quite nice seeing that after all they went through in the series, especially Bucky. He's finally just being able to live his life, live the life that he deserves, basically. Post credit scene, this was quite interesting. So we do see that Sharon Carter does get a pardon from all the what do you say, allegations against her. And then, but once she walks out, this is the interesting part, she makes a phone call and say that she's now able to get into government secrets, and seems like she's gonna tell people and will sell them on the black market or something like that, because she is the power broker. She's able to do stuff like that. But yeah, it seems like she could also be an antagonist, and maybe, you know, maybe John Walker and Sharon Carter might end up teaming up in the future to be both bad antagonists. But the post-credit scene does set up the future of the MCU a bit better. We now see more antagonists that could come back in the future, well, probably will come back in the future. So I think it was all set up quite well, as we're either going to get another series of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or they're going to be fighting them too in like one of the future movies. And then towards the end, as always, it does end saying Falcon and Winter Soldier, but this time it does say Captain America and Winter Soldier, and that made me quite happy. So we finally get to see Sam. Sam is Captain America. Steve gets what he wants. Everything's alright. Everyone wants Sam to be Captain America. I mean, apart from a few people who didn't want that. But yeah, we finally get to see Sam as Captain America, which is how it was all meant to play out, and Steve can finally get his wish. So this episode definitely picked up the pieces that the other episodes left behind. I feel like the other episodes weren't that amazing, but I feel like I absolutely adored this episode. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It was the best, I think it was the best one of the series so far, and it was a great way to end the series. So I would give this episode a 9 out of 10 just because of how amazing it was. It was everything we needed. We had a lot of information, you know, a lot of stuff got set up for the future of the MCU, but overall I would give Falcon and Winter Soldier a 7.5 out of 10, just because I feel like it was very underwhelming and it would have been better suited to be a film. It felt like it was a film, but just in series format. Obviously they do have a high budget, but you know, still I just feel like the way it was played out, it should have just been a film. It would have been a lot easier. But yeah, that's my thoughts and feelings. I mean, note down below what you think about anything. What do you think is going to happen in the future? Do you think this episode was better than others? Let me know what you think of the whole series. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and you know, next time I think it will be Loki, so I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for my Friday videos. I might just do some film reviews, because there's a few films come out, like Chaos Walking, My Love and Monsters. There's another one as well, I can't remember. But yeah, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment down below your thoughts and feelings, and subscribe so I can see you next time. I have a video going up on Sunday as well. So yeah, hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye!